Well, wouldn't you know it, the digger, he came back to the set where I took the 2 traps out of, where the farmer had run over it. Left more droppings right here. Dug the hole out even more. Look at that. I think what I might do is make another set close to here, maybe there. Who knows? Didn't touch any of my other sets, just came back to this one. The one I had no traps in. Go figure that. Ay, ay, ay. I'm going to show you something pretty interesting here. You see the trail here? My other sets are down here, further down the trail this way. But I found fox droppings further up this trail. It follows the corn. And then it splits. There's a fork in the road here. There used to be soybeans here. Then one path goes this way, one path goes this way. So in this hollow here, if I stand back this way, you'll see it. You can see here there's a little ditch line. And then it splits in woods each side. One side this side, one side this side, and then the other path where I have the traps are here. On this little hollow, about 3 days ago, I punched a dirt hole in here. I put bait in the hole. I made a little trail through it. You can see the line I marked in it. Now what I did was, I dug up the ground here just to soften it up, but I didn't put any trap in here. There's no trap, it was just loose dirt. And 2 times now I've come back and found it dug up. You can see it, because this was perfectly flat yesterday. So I knew if anything stepped in it or walked on it or anything like that. And then this is the 2nd time I've come back and found it dug up. And this little leaf here, I had that stuck in the hole. So I know if anything tried to get in the hole. Now I can still see the bait is in the hole. He didn't get the bait out. But he came and he dug that dirt, the freshly disturbed dirt. There was no lure or anything on the dirt. There's no trap in there. It was just loose dirt. And he's digging the dirt. So that's my issue. The fox is just digging the loose dirt. I think what I might do now, he's come to this set 2 times and dug that dirt and there's no trap. So next time he comes to visit it, there might be a trap in there, and I'm going to put a light pan tension on it. I'm going to barely cover the top of that pan so that when he touches it, it's going to go off. Because he's come back here twice now and dug that. But like I said, there's no trap or anything in here. All he was doing is digging where the dirt was loose. That's all he did. And that's what's causing me all my problems. Because I know he's traveling this path. He hasn't touched any of my other sets. He hasn't touched any of my other sets in probably, I don't know, 4 days maybe. I know I've been trapping here for like 3 weeks, so pretty much in the first 2 weeks you're going to take all the fur you're going to get out of an area that are, you know, work in this local area. But this fox, man, he's a tough customer. I've waited here to try and catch this fox, and I have not caught him. Now water trapping opens for me on Saturday, so I'll be muskrat trapping for a little bit. And then deer season's going to come in. Usually I won't have sets out for deer season, especially on public land. I won't do that. Well, we got to see if we can get this fox. I'm going to put a set in here, I think, tomorrow. I'll come back in tomorrow. I'm going to flatten it off again. I'll come back tomorrow and I'll put a trap in there and see if I can't get him. Because like I said, he's not touching any of my other sets that he's visited before. He's not gone back to. The set where the farmer had drove over the set with the combine, I had pulled those traps out. When I pulled those traps out, he went back to that set and he dug that dirt hole again. Because there's still the smell of bait and stuff in the ground. He could still smell it. I put a set right next to that, further into the cornfield, maybe 2 feet to the right of it. and he hasn't come back to that yet either. So I haven't seen any digging on it. I haven't seen any droppings on it. So we'll see what's going to happen. Who knows? Look at this trail here. It's like a freaking cow path. There's another one here. But if you look closely at the ground, looky there. That's a big old buck footprint. You see some doe droppings in there fresh. Probably came through here this morning. But they have this trail beat to hell. You see it goes back in through here, back into the cover of the woods, the thick stuff they lay down in. This is why you do not set sets on deer trails. They'd trample it. That thing would be gone off. You'd be setting it off every day. That is also why they have deer stops on snares for guys who would lay a snare in a trail like that. Uh-oh, look out. Where'd he go? Just seen a big old squirrel. Buddy, you're lucky my shotgun is in the car. See all the stuff you see out on the trap line? There he goes, look at him. Sitting there watching me. Oh well. Time to go. Well, look at this excavation project here. You can see he was throwing the dirt all the way out to here. There's that dirt hole that I had the other day that I didn't put the set in front of. And he came and he dug the dirt in front of it. Well, now he's dug the dirt in front of it. And he knows there's no set in there, but now I'm going to put a set in there. Look at that hole. I'd say he spent quite a bit here. Like I said, you can see where he threw the dirt up back here. All over the rock. The rock was clean, of course. You've seen it before. This is the one that I had in that little ditch. Well, now I'm going to reset this and see if I can't get him. I've got one more week before deer season. And after this, I'm going to go check my muskrat sets and see if we have anything in there. Got to get busy. Okay. I left this guy a little surprise in this dirt hole this time in the shape of Bridger 175 right in the front of it. Now he's dug this I think 3 times already. Not like that. I mean, he excavated that hole to get that bait out of there. It's supposed to get real cold over the next couple of nights. I mean, down into the mid-20s Fahrenheit. So I'm hoping. I left the hole. I dug the dirt hole. I put the bait hole. I punched it out just a little deeper so the bait is not readily, accessible now that he has the hole excavated to the size of my fist. So I'm hoping he'll come back and dig a little bit more, because he checked here before. I didn't put a trap in this set. I just dug up the dirt in front of the hole, put the bait hole in, and it took him about 4 days before he approached it. He came down to it. He didn't touch the dirt hole. He dug in the fresh dirt looking for a trap, and there was no trap. So I smoothed the dirt back out. The following night he came back and he dug it again, and now I came back 2 nights later. I came back today and he excavated that dirt hole out. So now I'm after putting the trap in it. He's been at this set 3 or 4 times and he's probably looked for a trap. So now I'm hoping that he comes back and that he feels more secure not having to look for a trap in the fresh dirt or dig in the fresh dirt before he digs the bait out. That's the plan. We'll see what happens. I pulled some of my other sets today. I'm getting close to deer season. I don't usually have sets out during the deer season. a lot of foot. I mean, there's not going to be no foot traffic here, but the landowner's going to be deer hunting all day, so I don't want to have to coming in and checking traps and stuff like that. We're supposed to be getting a big freeze, cold front coming in, so we'll hopefully gets a little bit hungrier. I left the other set here where I caught the fox before, and the set where I caught that big possum, I put a double dirt hole in there that nothing has touched yet, so we'll see what happens there. But hopefully this little tricky game of chess here pays off. We'll see. This funnels them real nice because it had the rock here on one side, and then it goes down in a little hole, so the trails come down this way, and up this way it's in a little saddle. So I put the trap in at the lowest spot, and hopefully he comes in at that to dig it out. He was definitely digging this way. You can see all the dirt sprayed up behind it, so we'll see what happens.